What's up, sheeple? So, the Switch 2 just got revealed. As you can tell from the title, I have some problems with it. Before we get started, don't go blasting me in the comments for doing this video. This isn't a hate video, I'm just pointing out problems I see with this console and its release. By the way, this is going off many assumptions I have about this thing personally, so they may not all be right. Now with that section out of the way, let's get to the video. First off, they show a look in the new console, which is exactly the same as the Switch OLED, just bigger. A few more buttons, and having to slide the Joy-Cons up, you just click them into place. We'll get to that in a bit. The kickstand is slightly different, now being thin. Riveting new features. Next is the Joy-Cons themselves. They're probably the best part of this whole thing. They're bigger, so more comfortable, but other than that, they're basically the same. No adaptive triggers like the PS5. Hard to fit in such a small controller, but still. The buttons still look the same, joysticks look the same. Wait, there's now colors under the joysticks. This is revolutionary. I just changed my mind about this whole thing, guys. Best console ever! In all seriousness, though, they're basically the exact same thing as normal Switch Joy-Cons. The next part of the video is just kind of weird and not really informative, so I'm just going to be skipping over it. Next, it shows how the Joy-Cons attach to the console. And this is probably the worst part, because they don't slide in anymore. So there's most likely going to be some issues with the Joy-Cons coming out easily. Though, looking closer at them, there's probably magnets in them to stop this from happening. Still might be a problem though. Next up, the dock. It's most likely going to be the same one from the OLED, but bigger. Nothing special there. Of course, the actual reason people are excited, a new Mario Kart game. Finally! It's only been 10 years! It looks good, it's just Mario Kart. Nothing too special there either. I feel like we could say the same thing about this entire video though. Finally, this is Nintendo Direct on April 2nd, where we'll probably learn more about its features and its price. Now let's get down to the reasons this is gonna fail miserably. Look back on the Wii and Wii U. The Switch 2 is exactly the same as that. A follow-up to an extremely popular console that just loses the plot. Let's get to the numbers. The Wii sold 101 million units. The Wii U sold 13 million. That's just under a 90 million difference. Why? There's many reasons for this. Number 1. The Wii was extremely underpowered for its generation, but it was only $250, which the PS3 and the Xbox 360, the two other consoles in that generation, were $500 and $400 respectively. The Wii U was also underpowered for its generation, which when it was only $50 less than the PS4, why would you get a Wii U rather than a PS4? You wouldn't. Another problem with the Wii U was its marketing. It was marketed as a successor to the Wii, while also being completely different in its own rights. People who wanted a more hardcore gaming experience went to a PS4 and Xbox One. Families who already had a Wii didn't opt to get another one because they saw it as the same thing. The only demographics of the Wii U attracted was people who already didn't have a Wii, which were very few and far between. The Switch, on the other hand, sold 146 million units, and the Switch 2 seems to be following in the exact footsteps of the Wii U. This makes me suspect that it's going to be as much of a failure as the Wii U was. After all that, you might be like, why are you making this video? Are you just trying to be a hater? No, I have some ideas to fix this console. Number 1, rebrand it. You're making people expect too much because it's a sequel to the Switch, instead of just a Pro model or an XL like it should be. If you make it an XL model, people who find the Switch uncomfortable will buy it to fix their problem. If you make it a Pro model, you'd make hardcore gamers who want a better gaming experience buy it. Or number 2, add more unique features. From what we can see right now, it's basically the exact same console. If you add more unique features, you might justify it in the eyes of people who don't see it as a Switch 2, like me. Now, of course, there's no definitive proof that it's going to fail. It could be a massive success or Nintendo's biggest failure. But looking back on the past, the Wii U sold 88 million less than the Wii, its predecessor. And right now it's shaping out that the Switch 2 is going to do the same. In the end, until Nintendo reveals the big thing that they're hiding from us, I'm going to see it as a Switch Pro model and nothing more. Well, sheeple, that's about it. I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.